Hi everyone, it's Saturday night and I had a interesting day. I actually went to the convention, the scrapbooking convention today, and in another video I'm going to do a haul. Yeah! It's like my biggest haul ever. Like seriously, it's huge! Okay, it's not really huge, but it is really big for me because I usually buy like a very small amount of stuff. Okay, so this video is just going to be sort of a quick update. I'm going to talk about the swaps and let you guys know who I'm going to be swapping with. And I have a few questions to answer. I know I have a whole bunch from, I had a whole bunch of questions from Lily. And there was somebody else who asked me something too, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who you were. But I'll answer a couple questions. So let's see, let's get started. Let's do the swaps first. So I had so many people who said they'd like to swap with me that I felt like the best way to do it was to draw names. And I decided to do 2 outside the US and 3 within the US. So the people whose names I drew, and totally random, the first one is Crafty Nana Sharon. So I'm gonna do a swap with you, and then I'm really very happy about this one, Lily. So Lily, you'd asked me about the art flower. I would absolutely love one of your art flowers because I will put it on my wall with some of my other beautiful things. And I have a pretty good idea of like some stuff to send you, but I also have a questionnaire I'm going to send to you. So ladies, I will be sending you a private message with details about the swap and a questionnaire for you to fill out, and I'll give you my answers as well. And if you want if you have any other questions for me, then just let me know. Okay, so, and then my 3 in the US are 2002 Mom SC. And if I'm supposed to know your name, I'm so sorry. I couldn't figure it out and I couldn't find it. And I don't know. So let me know. Tell me, okay? Send me a message. But yeah, so 2002 Mom SC. And then the Jenlyn. And I believe that's Genevieve, right? So swap. And finally Brigitte. And it's so funny because I'm not sure what your YouTube name is. I just wrote down Brigitte. So ladies, I will be sending you a message, and yeah, we'll do a swap, okay? And it's going to be super low price. Like, this isn't about spending money. This is about like sharing stuff that you already have in your stash or whatever, okay? Yeah. Awesome, huh? I'm in a very silly mood tonight. Not that I'm always in a silly mood, but I'm in a particularly silly mood tonight. Now, I'm going to show you my project. Remember I said I was working on a project? This is it. And I'm actually very proud of this, but it's not going to show up very well on this. I'll do it. I have to move the camera and do it differently, but this is what I'm working on. And I'm actually going to ask you guys some questions about it because I'm kind of stuck right now. I get to a certain point and then I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, let's see. Some questions. Where do I live? Somebody asked me, where do I live? I live on just outside of Seattle, on an island called Bainbridge Island, and it is, we have to catch the ferry to go into Seattle. It's a 35-minute ferry ride. It's only like 8 miles, but the ferry doesn't move very fast. And you can drive around to Seattle. We have a bridge that goes off of the west side of the northwest side of the island, and then goes on to what's called the Kitsap Peninsula, and you can drive all the way down the Kitsap Peninsula, go across the Hood Canal, not the Hood Canal, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, and then through Tacoma and back up again. Generally that does take longer, but sometimes the ferry waits so long for the ferry, it's quicker to drive around. But anyway, so that's where I live. And for those of you who aren't in the US and maybe aren't familiar with it, you should like look it up, and you'll see that Seattle is on the Puget Sound, which is a little arm of the Pacific Ocean. And the water here is freezing cold. It's not like good for swimming or anything, but anyway, it is really pretty here though. All right, so let's see. My other questions were about travel. Lily asked me a bunch of questions about travel. So, she said, where would I really want to go? I really would love to visit New Zealand because I think it sounds like an absolutely astonishing place. It's so beautiful. And I also love the fact that it's got very British feel to it as well because, you know, I am actually originally British. So that would be really nice. And then I want to visit Iceland. And I would like to visit Norway because I would like to see the fjords. The fjords in Norway. There's a bunch of places in Europe I want to go. I mean, I want to go back to the UK. I have not been there since 87, I think, which is ridiculous. I want to go back to France. I lived in France briefly. I want to go back there. I'd like to go to Spain, to Austria, Italy, Germany, maybe Denmark. You know, there's a bunch of places like that. But my biggest destinations, place I'd love to go is definitely New Zealand, Iceland, and if I had like a, you know, fantasy one, it would probably be Bali, actually, or somewhere like that. Yeah, I love warm water and sunshine, so that would be great. I would take my hubby with me, of course, and possibly my younger daughter, because we have a really good time when we go places together. And whatever, she said, what would I do there? Well, not much, because I'm very not adventurous. I don't do anything likely to induce motion sickness. I don't do like rides. I don't do boats. I don't jump out of things. I don't go on like rough roads. I'm really tame. I'm a scaredy cat. So what I would do is drive around in a car on really nice roads and look at pretty stuff. Or sit on a beach and drink, like, you know, really nice cocktail. Yeah, that's my thing. Okay, so let's see. There was one other thing I was going to tell you. Do you remember I told you on my previous, one of my previous vlogs how I had done a flu shot clinic at the fire station? And how they were, you know, a bunch of really good looking men there. So I have to tell you the funny thing that happened when I was there. I don't know what I was doing, but my hand slipped. It wasn't like I didn't have the shot in his arm and slipped, but my hand slipped and I like hit this guy like this across the face. Oh, I was really embarrassed. And there was also a lot of joking about removing clothing and stuff, because a few of them they did actually have to, because they had like really tight shirts. You couldn't like lift it up far enough. Yeah, it was fun. Let's see, what else am I going to talk about? Oh, tomorrow I have a performance. My husband and I are part of a group that is going to be singing. We're singing 4 songs. Actually, hubby's not singing. He should, but he's not going to. I don't know why. He's the leader of the group, the director, and he will be playing for one of the songs. But just in case you're interested, the songs are A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square, which is very old, and there's Manhattan Melodies, which is sort of a, what is that word? I can't think of the word. Like a conglomeration of 3 different songs about New York City. Anyone Can Whistle, which is from the musical Anyone Can Whistle. And then For Good, which is a song from Wicked. So we're doing those 4 songs. And then I have this really short scene and song that I'm doing with one other person. So I'll actually be singing like solo. I'm a little bit nervous about it because the words are very rapid, and it's like a tongue twister. It's just this little piece, but it's really a tongue twister, so it's really hard to get it out and just say the words. So I'm a little nervous about that, but you know, it is what it is. It'll be okay, I guess. I'm looking around because I wanted to, there was a flower I made I wanted to show you guys, and now I don't know where to put it. This is pretty typical. I lose stuff all the time. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I was going to tell you. I made a video on Thursday that was meant to be this one. Or that this one is made to replace. And had it already and everything. And then I got sick and I couldn't do anything. So all the stuff I said, well, I said a lot of the same stuff. But I was talking about stuff on Thursday. And now it's like, it's moot. You know what I mean? Because now it's Saturday. So I decided I'd just replace it. Okay, so let's see. Big thank you to everybody who wanted to swap with me. You know, maybe sometime in the future I can do a swap with all of you guys. Because that would be awesome. And as I said, those of you whose names I drew, I'll be sending you a message. If you have any questions for me, not just about swaps, about anything. Just, you know, leave me comments or send me a PM, ask me questions. Yeah, I'll pretty much say anything or do anything if you ask me, okay? Okay, well, I have limits. But you can tell I'm kind of a wacko, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to get set up to show you my project first and then to do my haul from the convention. Thanks for watching. Bye!